Hi there. I'm here to share with you how to make your selections for the Metro Region Mishloach Manot project. You are going to receive an email on February 1st that comes from, if you can see here where my cursor is, cantorsassembly@comsend.com. Last year, a bunch of people saw that address, thought it was spam, thought somebody had hacked into the assembly, which is actually a pretty valid concern nowadays. But I want to let you know that this is where the email is going to come from. And it also may say via sendgrid.me. It'll come directly to you, and it'll have a private login. It'll have this link for a login to your own personal private password protected selection page. So you go in, you click on that link, and it will take you directly to this welcome screen here that has a bunch of information that you can read when the time comes. And then this series of things at the top of the page saying welcome, selections, greeting, additional options, reciprocity, and checkout. To start making your selections, you will go directly to the selection link, or you can also click on this next button in the upper right hand corner whenever you want to move on to the next thing. You'll see a list of names. It's obviously here, it's not the entire list of names, but down here in the right hand corner you'll see that there's 54 pages of names, which is a whole lot of names to go through if you're really only trying to select a few people, or even if you're not. But what you have here this year is you have, first of all, you have a search bar, so you can search for individuals that you might be looking for. You can also click on this drop-down menu, and you can see that this year everyone has been selected by or separated rather by region. So if you want to look for people in the Connecticut region, it'll pull up only the people in the Connecticut region. Of course, there's 2 pages here, so just be careful that you make sure you get all of them. You can, if you wanted to, for instance, select all, you would just either click on the select all button here, or you could also click on this box right next to the name button, and that will also ask you if you want to select the entire category. And you can either say yes or cancel out of that. I wonder if that does the same. Yeah, that does the same thing. Okay, so let's say we've selected our people by region, but maybe we want to send to the ex officio, the former presidents, or the executive council members. Or maybe you want to search for members without region affiliation, of whom there are quite a few. Maybe you want to search for the officers or the staff. Take a quick look at the staff and there should be a couple other people there, but they're not. I'll make sure that there are by the time we go live. So then you have West Coast, your current selections, so you can see all the people that you've already selected if you've started making selections. You could also look at the selections you made last year, and if you were part of this project last year, your historical selections will always be available to you. And I'm not sure how selected you, those who selected you last year, you could also look at those if you wanted to add them to your list. Once you've made your selections, you can click Next, and it'll take you directly to the Greetings page. You can make a default greeting that'll go to everybody, or you can, under the name individual names, you can make individualized greetings. Over here under additional options, there's a couple of things to draw your attention to. You could make an additional donation if you want. There's also this year we're enabling people to add additional gifts, which is, if you click on this button, Add Gift, it will add places for you to write the name of a recipient, address, city, state, zip, and a greeting to that person. And it will also show you over here on the right the total amount. It'll be $7.50 to send a package to each additional person you may want to send to outside the CA, but you can do that as well. The next thing you would do, if you hit Next or click on the Next button here arrow-wise, is reciprocity. Last year, if you wanted to turn on reciprocity, you had to go over here to the left and toggle it on and off. This year, because we didn't want anybody to miss that opportunity to turn it on or off, they put it here in line, so it can't be missed. The reciprocity means that if you maybe you forgot to put somebody on your list, if they added you on their list and you have reciprocity on, your name will be on their list as well. And that's $25 to turn that on. So no matter how many people select you that you may not have selected, your name will also be on their lists. So let's just leave that on for the sake of the moment here. Finally, go on to checkout. And in the checkout, it will tell you the quantity of selections that you've made, the total price. Here, it'll have, if you have any extra gifts, it'll have the total for that here, and then your subtotal, how much you've paid, and what your balance due is. Then you can check out with PayPal. You also will have to you'll have to do something called finalize this year. It's not showing up here. I'm not exactly sure why that is, but I think because I already did that a previous. I think I did it on a previous test that I did. But there will be a finalize button, and you have to click the finalize button before you can hit a PayPal button. With PayPal, you'll then you can go and select. Even if you don't have a PayPal membership, you can pay by credit card or bank or debit card, whatever means that you want other than a check. So that is how this works. I think I'm going to leave it at that, and if anybody has any questions, you can reach out to me at cantorweiss@gmail.com.